Hello and welcome to Tengi Talks TV and Movies. I'm Tengi and today I'm in a bit of a gothic mood. Can you tell? I feel like a good old-fashioned horror movie today and I thought I would have a look at Mario Bava's 1963 portmanteau anthology horror movie Black Sabbath. It stars Boris Karloff, Mark Damon, who was in The Fall of the House of Usher. I know Mario Bava has a massive reputation in the world of horror, and while his film Danger Diabolik is one I count among my top favourite movies, I haven't seen that many of his horror movies. So I'm really curious to have a look. Let's check out Black Sabbath. No! Oh my god, twist! Amazing. I did not see that coming. That was brilliant. Nice font.
Come closer, please. I've something to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you do? This is Black Sabbath. You are about to see three tales of terror and the supernatural. Vampires, Wurdulaks are bound everywhere. Is that one sitting behind you now? You can't be too careful, you know. They look perfectly normal, and indeed they are. Except they only drink the blood of those whom they love the best.
Ooh, nice.
Here I go talking shop again. Let's get on with our first tale.
He's so cute. That was a great introductory setup from Boris there.
In this tale by Chekhov, The Drop of Water, we prove that a ghost doesn't have to be seen to be believed.
That was fantastic. I love this whole water reflection ripple thing. Gorgeous. I am aware of Bava's reputation as a visual stylist, and that's what I'm hoping for from this film. I love the colour, the art direction in this. It's saturated with this gorgeous red.
Hello? 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 Hello, yes, good evening.
The lighting.
You mean go there right away?
Oh, I love that. The gramophone winding down. That's super creepy. The lighting in this is stunning. Ooh. This location. Wow. Oh, I just love Bava's use of colour and the coloured lighting. It's gorgeous. It really adds so much to the atmosphere.
You must not touch any of my mistress's things when you get in there. She told me there'd be a terrible curse on anyone who did, that they would die a horrible death. I believe her. She has such strange powers as a medium.
A curse on anyone who touches any of her things. Wow. She does not look well. I think it might be too late for the nurse.
Poor Madame Zena. I haven't touched her. She's just as the doctor left her.
So I see.
So she is dead. That's a relief. Ooh, look at that effect. Oh,
Poor Madame. She died all alone. Not one
I
friend
love
was
that
at her
shadow
bedside.
effect. Even though it was something
This
normal,
lamp.
it looked really
Loved
creepy.
one. The fact is she died during one of those spiritual seances. While she was in a trance, you understand? In a trance.
Creepy. So she died while she was possessed by a
Talking
spirit.
with the dead was a regular obsession with her.
Fantastic.
Poor thing.
I love how their breath is frosting in the air. It's got so many wonderful atmospheric touches.
Nothing at all.
That was really well done. Ooh. Oh, that's creepy. Ah! Oh.
We're finished.
So many taboos being transgressed in this film. You know, leaving the body unattended, allowing insects to be on the body, stealing from the dead. That's what horror is all about, isn't it? Transgression and taboo. I kind of love how unsympathetic they're making this woman. She's breaking all these rules that women are normally supposed to follow in movies. You know, she's a bit slovenly, she's grumpy, she's stealing from someone she's supposed to be caring for. This idea of being haunted by this dripping sound is such a great and simple horror device. I love how dirty her apartment is too. I guess all this is so we won't feel too sorry for her when the inevitable terrible thing happens. Wow. Brilliant. Brilliant idea. So well executed. I do love this creepy counterbalance between the red and that cold green. I think Hitchcock used in Vertigo quite a bit. All of this is done so simply, just with different lighting states. There's no, CGI special effects, and it shows that you don't need that to create a really chilling atmosphere. Whoa! Oof. Oh boy. Oh, this is fantastic. This actress is superb. She's really selling it. Give the ring back.
Have mercy. Thank you.
Give it back. Oh. Because the ring's possessed and she had it on her hand, I guess the spirit could possess her hands and make her choke herself.
She was already like that, so I made everybody leave. No one touched a thing here.
Has she stolen the ring?
I know what to do in such a case like this.
Oof.
This could have been from a ring being pulled from her finger.
Yes,
Must
she
have
did.
been in a hurry. It's the only bruised case. No sign of
That's
violence.
not suspicious at all.
She looked completely. She'd seen something too horrible to live through.
Yes. 10 out of 10. That was great.
As you will see from our next story, The Telephone.
Could Boris be any cuter? He's just adorable. With that knowing twinkle in his eye. God, another opulent set. Whoever did Bava's art direction was amazing. Oh, love that hairdo and dress. There's that red again. The obligatory underwear scene. Ooh, creepy. That is quite a nightie. Wow. Look at that red alcove. How gorgeous. Isn't this the way we all dress for bed? If it was me and someone was calling and describing what I was wearing, what I was doing, I think I would probably call the police. Or turn my webcam off.
But for now, I just want you to take off that dressing gown. I want to watch you, embrace you with my eyes, see you.
Oof, this is super creepy. I love how claustrophobic these stories are. And I think they would really work well as a stage play. I mean, so far both of the stories have just been really one woman alone in an apartment. I could see that working really well on the stage. Black Sabbath, the stage play. Who's in? What's that? Gun? Or jewels. Something precious she's hiding. Maybe she's done something wrong, stolen something, like the other lady. Because in the first one, the character was being punished. So is this lady being punished?
Please tell me.
Call the police. Is that red again? It just pops on the screen, doesn't it? It looks fantastic. Ooh! So, it's a supernatural thing that's happening? It's got to be connected with that money and jewellery she's hidden.
Much closer.
Frank is dead. This can't be Frank.
It's a ghost. It's so clever because it's doubling down on the horror. It's not just a woman being terrorized by a predatory man. The predatory man is a ghost that you can't get away from. Brilliant.
He's been threatening me.
All right, I'm coming. I don't have any hard feelings. I will be over right away.
I love the edge that these female characters all have. They've all got this sort of agenda. There's this very dark undercurrent to all of them. It's fantastic.
How could he? I tell you, he's alive. I know it was him. I heard
There's
him.
that green again.
He's spoken a nightmare. She's after him. He said such frightening
Is
things
Mary
to
in
me.
on it?
Frank is dead.
I think Mary might be gaslighting her. I don't trust Mary. Is this all part of Mary's gaslighting, or is she really not in on it? Uh-oh. Well, I guess Mary's not in on it. But if he's dead, how can she kill him? Check. You gotta check, Mary. They're never really dead.
You can't kill me. I'll always be here, close to you. I'll be talking to you every night. No matter where you are, I'll be calling you on the telephone.
Okay, I found that a bit confusing at the end.
Is the story of the Wurdulaks, vampires who live only on the blood of those they love.
I love how much fun Boris has with his own horror image. It's very endearing. I don't get the ending of the second story with the telephone. If he wasn't really dead, because she obviously physically killed him, yet the ghost was still on the telephone. Wow, great location. Is this the first outdoor location we've seen in this movie? Ooh. location. Wow! Looks stunning. Oh, breathtaking. Gosh, this is a gorgeous looking film. Hardly seems necessary.
If you killed this bandit, may God reward you for it. It's all. They say he was a Wurdulak.
What I really love about this film is the lush production design. It's got that hammer glamour type quality to it, which I love. You've got to have a sickly child in your gothic story.
At any rate, your father found Alabek and did put a finish to it. I think we should drink to that.
This guy's great. So intense. Another stunning shot. The lighting in this is amazing.
He has not returned.
But if my
He's
father
got those Instagram eyebrows on fleek.
it'd be unpleasant for you, my lord.
Thought they weren't going to let him in. Why are they standing out the front? Fantastic silhouette.
I am hungry.
Ooh.
What's the matter, woman? Can't
Don't
I
let the
fondle
vampire
my
eat a
own
sickly
grandson?
child. What? Dummy heads in horror are usually pretty unconvincing, but that was pretty good. I love how different he looks and acts in this role to how he looks in the segments where he's introducing the stories. Woof. Oh, not the sickly gothic child. I knew he wouldn't make it through the night.
Peter! Peter! Peter!
Uh-oh. Wow. Very cool. This landscape is stunning.
It's like a nightmare. A terrible nightmare.
Freudian symbolism,
I
anyone?
want to wake up. And I can't. I can't.
I love you. Perhaps when you're away from here, from this nightmare, you could also love me.
Give her a chance. She's only spoken to you for about 60 seconds altogether.
It must be done for his soul's peace. I did it for Peter, too.
Oh.
No, not to him.
The kid might become the vampire as well. These are very well written segments. So I'm not clear whether these two couples that were in the house when Mark Damon first arrived, were they brothers and sisters or married couples? Gothic genre, you know. These lines are often blurred. Uh-oh. Fantastic.
What's the matter?
Ooh. That's a fabulous image. You don't see that many child vampires in older films. Will they get away? You couldn't ask for a more gothic landscape than this, could you? It's so fantastic. Yeah, let's spend the night in the ruins of an old abbey. Why wouldn't they just keep going? Wow.
Be careful.
Gorgeous photography. I do like the attention to detail in that they've got the spider webs on the skeleton, and it does look properly old, not just like an anatomy skeleton they've just bought from some anatomy supply shop.
I think I found a bed for you. It won't be the most comfortable you've ever had, but it will serve you very well.
I don't think I'd be trying to get to sleep, to be honest. In the crypt of an old abbey with a vampire chasing me?
Only thing I understand is that I love you. And if you let this thing hang over your head, you'll ruin your life. And mine. Don't cry. Stanya.
Her dad's just been turned into a vampire. Let her feel her feelings. I wonder how much of that was matte painting. I know Bava liked his matte paintings. Beautifully done, however it was done.
You're afraid of anything.
Ooh.
Why did you leave us? Why did you
Fabulously creepy.
leave us? Why?
So nightmarish. How are they going to wrap this up? It's just him against the whole family of vampires now.
I want you, my dearest, forever. Embrace me and blend your kisses with mine. Kiss me now. Embrace me. Embrace me. Kiss me.
Wow. Well, I guess that's a happy ending of sorts. I mean, they get to be together, don't they? That's as happy an ending as you could expect in this situation. Now, I recognise that music from Comedy of Terrors. It does seem a little bit inappropriate for the ending. Black Sabbath really is everything you could possibly want in a horror portmanteau film. It's so gorgeous looking, the art direction, especially the lighting, the lush sets, the beautiful costumes, and the gorgeous looking cast create an amazing and wonderfully satisfying gothic viewing experience. For me, this had all the qualities that I enjoy in Hammer films, and it is in that the details of the lushness of the look of it, the style, the atmosphere. And what I look for in horror is that sense of atmosphere rather than blood and gore. I like the gothic thrills and chills, the more psychological dimensions of horror that we find in films like this. I also really loved that the stories took place in different time periods, from the kind of old world setting of the last story to the more contemporary setting of the telephone story. There's really something for everyone in this film. If I have one qualm, it's with the telephone story and the way that it ends. And I did just read that the telephone story was changed in some way for the English language release of the film, and the supernatural element was added. So perhaps it is more satisfying in the original Italian version, but the ending of that one for me was a little bit muddy and a little bit unclear about what had actually happened. I think my favourite segment was the first segment about the ring. It was so wonderfully claustrophobic, so chilling and really creepy. And I still think that Black Sabbath would make an amazing stage play if it could be adapted to the stage, because the stories are so claustrophobic, especially the first two, which just take place in the confines of an apartment or an apartment in one other set. And because this film was made before the time of CGI, it's all practical effects, and those practical effects, I think, could be recreated or adapted to a stage play, to a live show experience. Personally, I would love to see a show like that. I really enjoyed Boris Karloff's participation in this film too. He was such a delight as the narrator and presenter of each story. having a lot of fun with his own horror image. There's something so reassuring about him when he's speaking in his own person. He's got that delightful twinkle in his eye, and there's a real warmth that comes through when he speaks. I just love Boris Karloff to bits, and I would watch him in anything. And he is great in that final segment. It's a different role for him, and he plays it really well. Overall, I would rate Black Sabbath a 10 out of 10 for atmosphere, chills, and psychological horror. I enjoyed every minute of this film. And I think what impresses me most about what I've seen of Mario Bava's work so far is what a stunning visual stylist he was. I definitely want to see more of Mario Bava's films, and I hope I can feature more on this channel in the future. I would highly recommend Black Sabbath if you're in the mood for some good old gothic fun. If you've enjoyed watching this movie today, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope I see you next time. Bye.